Hi guys, it's Steph from Sent from Heaven. I have got here today, what I'm going to be doing is a Breastmilk Castile soap. So I'm going to be using the milk in oils method. So I have here a batch of 50-50 lye water. So it is 50% lye, 50% water. And over here, I have the rest of my water portion as my breast milk. Obviously, in Australia, we are not able to sell anything with bodily human fluids in it. So this will not be going for sale. This will be purely for home use, but it's been quite a while since my son stopped breastfeeding. So a lot of this milk that I had, some of it was when I had a drink while I was breastfeeding, so obviously I had to pump that, couldn't give it to my son. And then I've got some stuff that when we had a power outage, when we lost all our power over Christmas, I lost all of the breast milk that was in the freezer. So I wasn't going to chuck it out because that stuff is worth its weight in gold. So instead, I'm going to make a Castile soap with it. My son's nearly 2 now, so I can probably use this Castile soap on him. It's going to be super gentle. It's got the breast milk in it, so it's really good for his skin. And obviously, I'll be able to use it, my husband as well. So we've got all of this here. So the reason I am doing the milk and oils method is because, to me, this is super, super precious, and I'm sure other mothers will agree that this stuff is worth so much, and I cannot bear the thought of scorching it. I may do another episode at a later date with some goat's milk. I'll try and do that, but I am so paranoid about this in particular, so I will be making this Castile. And if you don't already know, Castile is 100% olive oil soap. So it has, on a soap calculator, it has got a 0 as the cleansing value and really, really high conditioning value. So I am going to get started on this. So I've got just a little bit less than my normal amount of oils. Normally I do about 1200. This is just 1000. And if you don't already know, Castile can take quite a long time to set up. The last time I made this, it was 3 days before my son was born, and when I went into hospital, I ended up having to ask my husband to cut it for me because it was still not ready to be cut a few days later. So I have reduced my normal water value for this, and I'll just see how it goes. And as I said, I've got that 50-50 solution and then the leftover breast milk. I will be running this straight to the freezer as soon as I have got it in the mold, because it can heat up quite a lot from the sugars in milks. So I just don't really want to have a gel ring. Just cosmetic, doesn't really have an issue, but I'd just rather try and avoid it getting too hot. I really don't want it to volcano. So let's get started with this. Need power. Need a bit more your way. And I'm just going to pour in this breast milk, just going to mix it up because it had all settled. So milk in oils method, exactly as it sounds. 50-50 solution of lye, and then the milk straight into the oils. to, we've got maybe a light trace. Yeah, we've got about a light trace there. So I'm going to keep going with this. So today I'm not putting any color into it, I'm not putting any fragrance in it. This is just going to be pure Castile breast milk soap. That's it. So it's nothing fancy. I'm not putting anything else in it. I do want this for predominantly my son, just because I just don't want to put any extras in it, and I know how good it is for his skin, and he's just a little tyke, so this should be good. Alrighty, so what I've got there is about a medium, medium trace. So what I'm going to do is pull my mold here. There. And just going to pour that straight in. Give a little tap tap. A few little bubbles rising to the surface there. And I'm going to get my little scrapey and I'm going to scrape out the bottom of this bucket, just getting out all of that butter. Oop. As always, I managed to make a mess. Pop that. Yep. Okay, so give that a bit more tapping. Okay, so this here, it's still quite fluid. You can see it jiggling. This is my Breastmilk Castile soap. I can put the measurements for everything into the description at the bottom, but this is the soap, and I'm really hoping that this will just be good in a couple of days to take out of the mold. But with Castile, it does take quite a long time to cure. If you've ever made Castile soap, then you would know that it can take a really long time to set up. It can take a really long time to cut. And in order for it to reach its full potential, it really takes about a good year to cure correctly. 9 months to a year. The soap that I made 2 years ago, my Castile soap that I made 2 years ago, it is amazing. It was good-ish, like 6 weeks after, but after 6 months, it was better, 9 months, better, 12 months, amazing, and it's coming on 2 years now, and it's still one of the best soaps I've ever made. So fingers crossed that this one is just as good. So this one is purely for family. I know that some people in America, you are allowed to sell breast milk soaps, but yeah, not not a thing we're allowed to do in Australia. So yes, purely for family, and this will be lovely. Thank you guys so much for watching. I might try and post a couple of, before I do the cut, I'll try and get a couple of little snapshots in between of how the progress is going. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.